Hello, in this lecture series under Basic Electrical Engineering, we are going to learn about resistors in series. Resistors in series. Resistors in series have a common current flowing through them, as the current that flows through one resistor must also flow through the others, as it can only take one path. Normally, individual resistors can be connected together in either a series connection or parallel connection, or combination of both series and parallel to produce more complex resistor network whose equivalent resistance is the mathematical combination of the individual resistors connected together. A resistor is not only a fundamental electronic component that can be used to convert a voltage to a current, or a current to a voltage, but by correctly adjusting its value, a different weighting can be placed onto the converted current or voltage, allowing it to be used in voltage reference circuits and applications. The respective animation will clear down the path of the current flow when the resistors connected in the series. Resistors are said to be connected in series when they are daisy chained together. In a single line. Since all the current flowing through the first resistor has no way to go, it must also pass through the second resistor and the third, and so on. Then resistors in series have a common current flowing through them, and as the current that flows through one resistor must also flow through the others, as it can only take one path. So then the amount of current that flows through a set of resistors in series will be IR1. The current flowing through the resistor R1, IR1, will be same as IR2, will be same as IR3. So the same current will pass through these each resistors. So if I take assumption as I is equal to 1 ampere, so the 1 ampere current will pass through the each resistors. The same amount of current will pass through the each respective 3 resistors. As the resistors are connected together in series, the same current passes through each resistors in the chain, and the total resistance RT of the circuit must be equal to the sum of all the individual resistors are added together. So that is, the total resistance RT is equal to sum of all the individual resistors added together. Here, what are those resistors added here? R1 plus R2 plus R3. So here R1 is 1 kilo ohm, R2 is 2 kilo ohm, R3 is 6 kilo ohm. So total 9 kilo ohm. So Here the total resistance, total equivalent resistance is 9 kilo ohm. This total resistance is generally known as the equivalent resistance and can be defined as a single value of resistance, that can be replaced any number of resistors in series without altering the values of the current or the voltage in the circuit. Then the equation given for calculating total resistance of the circuit when connecting together resistors in series is given as R total is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 till Rn. Here you have to note that the total or equivalent resistance RT has the same effect on the circuit as the original combination of resistors, as it is the algebraic sum of the individual resistance. If two resistances or impedances in series are equal and of the same value, then the total or equivalent resistance RT is equal to twice the value of one resistor. So here two R value of resistors are connected in series, therefore the total resistance RT will be R plus R, that is equal to twice of the value of one resistor. If two resistors or impedances in series are unequal and of different values, then the total or equivalent resistance RT is equal to the mathematical sum of two resistances, that is equal to R1 plus R2. If three or more unequal resistors are connected in series, then the equivalent resistance is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. The voltage across each resistor connected in series follows different rules to that of the series current. We know from the above circuit that the total supply voltage across the resistors is equal to the sum of the potential differences across R1, R2 and R3, such as VAB is equal to R1 plus VR2 plus VR3. Using Ohm's law, the voltage across the individual resistors can be calculated as, here voltage across R1 is equal to current flowing through the resistor R1 is I. So I into R1. Here I is 1 milliampere, R1 is 1 kilo ohm. So the voltage will be come out 1 volt. Same as the voltage across R2 will be I into R2. Here I is 1 milliampere, R2 is 2 kilo ohm. So that is equal to 2 voltage. Voltage across R3 will be 1 milliampere into 6 kilo ohm, that is equal to 6 voltage. So if we substitute these values here, VR1 is equal to 1 volt plus VR2 is equal to 2 volt plus VR3 is equal to 6 volt. So total VAB is equal to 9 voltages. The equation given for calculating the total voltage in a series circuit, which is the sum of all the individual voltages added together, is given as V total is equal to VR1 plus VR2 plus VR3 so on till Vn. Then series resistor networks can also be thought of as voltage dividers. Voltage dividers. And a series resistor circuit having n resistive components will have n different voltages across it while maintaining a common current. By using Ohm's law, either the voltage, current or resistance of any series connected circuit can easily be found, and resistor of a series circuit can be interchanged without affecting the total resistance, current or power to each resistors. Okay, here is a question. Calculate the equivalent series resistance, series current, voltage drop and power for each resistors in the following resistors in series circuit. So we have to calculate equivalent resistance, equivalent current, equivalent voltage drop and the power. First let's move with the equivalent resistance. The equivalent resistance Req is equal to sum of each resistance. Here resistance R1 is 10 ohm, R2 is 20 ohm, R3 is 30 ohm. So total is 60 ohm. Okay, let's find out the series current. Here this is a series circuit, so the current will be same for each resistors. So equivalent series current I will be equal to V upon R. Total voltage Vs is equal to 12 volt upon R is equal to R equivalent. R equivalent 60 ohm. So 200 milliampere. 200 milliampere. Then let's find out the voltage drop across each resistors. According to the Ohm's law, voltage drop across resistor R1 is equal to, if I take VR1, I into R1. Here I is 200 milliampere into R1 is 10 ohm, that is equal to 2 voltage. Same as R2 will be 4 voltage. Here R3 will be VR3 will be 6 voltage. So total voltage drop is equal to Vs is equal to sum of each voltage drop across each resistors, that is 2 voltage plus 4 voltage plus 6 voltage, that will be equal to 12 voltage. Then let's move for the power, equivalent power. Here the power across R1, PR1 that will be equal to V squared by R. From this equation, here VR1 is equal to 2 voltage, so 2 square by 10, that will be equal to 0.4 watt. The unit for power is watt. SMS we can find out the P2 will be 0.8 watt. Here the P3 will be 1.2 watt. So I hope you will clear with this basic example. You should have to answer the total RT, total resistance RT, and the equivalent series current IT, and voltage drop, total voltage drop VT, and the total power PT on the command box. Okay, let's move for the applications of resistors in series. We have seen that resistors in series can be used to produce different voltages across themselves, and this type of resistor network is very useful for producing a voltage divider network. If we replace one of the resistors in the voltage divider circuit above with a sensor such as thermistor, LDR, or even a switch, we can convert an analog quantity being sensed into a suitable electrical signal which is capable of being measured.